Greetings from NIPCOMS and welcome to yet another video in a series of videos that we plan to bring to you. In these videos we will give you a quick rundown of latest immigration updates and give you a brief idea about migration related matters for your information. My name is Bhavna Thakur and I am a registered migration agent and I represent NIPCOMS Services. We are a migration and education consultation firm located on level 4 of 276 5th Street. You can reach us at info@nipcoms.com. Now, without further ado, I will, for today's video, I will give you a quick and a brief idea about what Skillselect is, how it works, what are the lesser known facts about Skillselect, followed by a quick rundown of latest immigration news that may be of importance to you intending migrants. So we begin with the Skillselect. So what Skillselect is an online service. It is like a platform that allows skilled intending migrants to provide their details, their skills, qualification, and accumulate points to be invited for the visa application. For the lodgement of skill related visas, invitation is a must. So this provides a platform for people to show their expression of interest. How it works is that anyone who intends to migrate to Australia on a point-based skill visa will update their details about their education, their age, qualifications, work experience, things like that, and they accumulate certain points based on that. And the invitations are issued by the minister or by the state, territory or regional area, followed by that invitation you will be able to apply for the visa. The invitations are issued based on the ranking as well as date of submission. They will issue invitations to people with highest rank first, which means that the number of invitations allocated for a financial year, when it reaches the capacity, no more invitation will be issued after that. Therefore, it makes sense to lodge your EOI sooner than later. Now, moving on to a lesser known fact about EOI or Skillselect is that it is popularly known as a platform to get invitation from regional, state, territory government as well as minister to lodge an application, but it can also be used as a platform to get employers to help you with your sponsored visas as well. When you're lodging your EOI, you can request to be invited or to be sought for employer sponsored visas as a way to be eligible applicant for the lodgement of those kinds of visas. One of the lesser known facts about EOI is that it can also be used for the purpose of lodging an employer sponsored visas. So how it works is that you provide your details and accumulate points based on your details, and that information becomes available for employers to view, and they can then seek your consent to be sponsored under employer sponsored visas. So when you're lodging your EOI, you just have to select that you wish to be an applicant for employer sponsored visas, and this database will become visible for employers to see, and they may seek you for the purpose of sponsoring you for the sponsored visas, for employer sponsored visas. Now, closed EOIs. What closed EOIs means is that once it is closed, it will not be available for viewing. Basically, your details will be removed from the database, and the intending and the state, territory, minister or employers will not be able to see that. And under what circumstances does your EOI become closed? There are few situations in which it will be closed. First being after receiving 2 sets of invitation from Minister of State or Territory or regional area, and you failing to lodge an application followed by that invitation, your EOI will be closed. your EOI will also be closed 2 years after the date of lodging an EOI from the Skillselect. Similarly, when you are invited to apply for a visa based on your ranking, and after applying that visa, when the final decision of that visa has been made, your EOI will close. Similarly, if you withdraw your application following invitation, or if it is refused, it will close again. Now moving on to the next topic, which is does the lodgement of EOI impact processing of any other applications that is online? The answer is no, it does not impact. You can continue to be assessed under your current visa application, and lodgement of EOI will not impact that. Now I will give you a quick update that might be of significance to people, especially overseas in Nepal. As you must be aware, for the purpose of lodgement of skilled visas as well as employer sponsored visas for trade as well as general occupations, you are required to have your skills assessed by VETASES, as that is the authorized assessment body for some of the listed occupation. You must be aware that you need to choose from one of the two pathways to have your skills assessed, especially if you're overseas, and as a part of successful skills assessment steps, you need to go through a technical assessment, an interview for that reason. Initially, for people residing in Nepal who were applying for this VETASES skills assessment were required to travel to another location to get through with this technical assessment part, but VETASES has opened an office in Kathmandu. So people who have lodged their application from Nepal for the skills assessment, they can having cleared the first stage, they can go through technical assessment in Kathmandu itself. So that's a good news. Moving on to the next topic of next piece of news that I would like to share today is about citizenship. As you must be aware that the citizenship bill introduced by Peter Dutton has not passed the Senate, and old rules for citizenship are back in place. What does that mean? It means that if you have resided in Australia as a permanent resident for 1 year, you can be eligible to apply for citizenship. And as you must be aware, following this news, a lot of people lodged their citizenship application, and there are almost 80,000 applications that are on the line. So if you are planning to lodge a citizenship application, be prepared to wait. But it is advisable that you lodge your citizenship application if you're eligible, because Peter Dutton has announced to bring the bill on the table for renegotiation with, if not as tough English requirement, but a modest English requirement to be put in place. So if you want to avoid that, I would recommend that you lodge your citizenship application. So with that, I would like to end our today's session of video. So if you have any queries, please feel free to email us at info@nepcoms.com, and you can even pay us a visit at our office located in Sydney on level 4, 276 Pitt Street. Thank you.